Hello YouTube and welcome back to Q Garage. In today's video, I'm going to be programming my 1997 Chevrolet K1500 pickup truck using the Hypertech Max Energy Power Programmer. I'm going to be doing an install and a review of this little programmer right here. So, first thing you see is that you're going to get your little programmer, pull this open, and then you'll have your cable to attach to your computer, because it claims that depending on when your programmer was made, it may or may not have the software for your exact vehicle, in which case you'll have to update it on their website. Then you have your OBD plug that plugs in to, well, obviously it goes from your controller to your vehicle. Warnings, safety instructions, and a sticker. So this thing seems pretty simple. You plug it into your OBD port, you follow the on-screen instructions, and then you disconnect it, and whatever settings you choose should have applied to your computer. This Max Energy programmer you can use to tune your engine, transmission, change your tach for your tire size, and I think one other thing. I have some Wild Peak AT4s, size 33, and the factory size on this truck are 31s, so the speedometer is off, and since I did a transmission replacement, I can tell that the shift points are slightly off. And so this programmer is supposed to be able to calibrate the truck to adjust for the tire sizes that you enter in. So for my case, it'd be 33s. And I can also adjust the shift points to make the truck shift when it needs to. I have the programmer hooked into the truck. Key on, engine off. Programmer plugged in. An update is required to program this vehicle. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to go update this and then I'll be back. I went onto the Hypertech website and I did their internet update to install the program that I need for my truck. So now it's time to go back out to the truck, get it programmed. When we plug in the programmer, it's got to boot up. So when we plug in the programmer, it's going to tell us which program we have on the programmer. And for this case, this is a 97 Chevy. So the program that's installed is correct. And it's telling me to turn the key to the run position without starting it. Tells me which vehicle it is. And from here, we just follow the steps to do what we want it to do. So I want to program. So the first option it's giving me is to install the Hypertech Power Tune program or keep it factory. So for now, I'm going to keep it factory and just mess with the speedometer. So I'm going to hit N for stock. Second option is to adjust your top speed limit. I'm not worried about that. Hit N. Here it is. Tire height has been changed. That's what I want to do. So Y for change. So now I need to select tire heights. Mine should be 33s. Then we press Y to select. So the next option for selecting tire size is the rear axle. So now I need to figure out what the rear axle is. Because it knows that it's for this truck, it actually gives you the RPO code, and my RPO code is GU6. So if we go to GU6, and now you see I have 342s in this truck. So we're going to hit Y to continue. So the next option we have to program the truck is the shift points. And I'm going to leave those factory for now. So I'm going to press N to keep stock. And this is to foam up your shiftness, because asking if I installed an aftermarket shift kit. This is a rebuilt transmission. So for now, I'm just going to select N. To increase transmission shift firmness is the next option we have. And I'm going to again keep that as stock. So N. I have chosen to keep the factory limiter. The factory tune, I increased my tire size to hopefully fix the speedometer. I left my shift points the same, and I left my shift firmness the same. So we're going to hit Y to program that into the truck. Do not disturb. So the only thing I have decided to change on this tune right now is the tire size, so I can correct the speedometer issue. And I'm going to drive that around for a little bit and see how that affects the truck. And if I need to, I'll eventually go in and change the shift firmness and the shift points if I need to do that to accommodate for these bigger tires. But I'm hoping that telling the program what I have fix the issues that I'm currently having with these larger tires and this remanned transmission. It is now writing to the computer. So the programming is done, and it's telling me to turn it off for 30 seconds. So the truck is off. Then after 30 seconds, like I said, I'll turn the truck back on, and then I'll press Y and unplug the program. Alright, so the program's done. Now it's just time to go for a test drive. So it's been a couple days since I've installed this programmer on my truck, and off the gate, it's already a much better improvement. I am no longer having that overdrive surging that I was having previously. With the factory tune on these 33s, the RPM would fluctuate up and down, and it would come in and out of overdrive between 45 and 55. But once I installed the programmer and told the truck that it had 33s now, it no longer does that, and it actually shifts into the gears that it needs to be in. For the price, I still think it's a little expensive, and I had to wait like 4 months to get mine, which is a little outrageous. But it does what it's claimed to do, and I haven't really tested out the power mode. It's an old truck, so even if I do use that feature, which I probably will because I paid for it, I don't know if I'll know a difference because I'm not really racing this thing. I just use it to haul things around. So maybe in the next couple months I might make a updated review video of how I'm liking this thing so far. But for my initial use, it's amazing, and I do recommend it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I convinced, or I guess didn't convince someone to buy this, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to buy one of these other than the price and the fact that like I said, it took me 4 months to get it. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. Hope you guys enjoy my content. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.